This man is a pervert. He even cloned for his own 6 identical wife, and one of them married to play and then kill her and then change another marriage, and addicted to the cycle. The man called Seren, a scientist sitting on hundreds of millions of dollars in assets, is the local famous tycoon. He married a sexy and beautiful wife, Carla. So Carla moves into Salem's mansion, which houses 2 other people. The woman is the housekeeper, and the younger man is Salem's son, Dylan, who for some reason is blind. Soon after the wedding, Salem gives Carla money, jewelry, lavish dinners, and everyone else treats Carla politely. And all Carla has to do is do her wifely duties at night, which is what she aspires to do in her life. However, the next day when Seren showed Carla around the mansion, he assured Carla that everything he owned was now hers, except for one room that he was not allowed to enter. On this day, Seren had to travel for 2 days for his work, so Carla stayed alone in the mansion, and she asked the butler of the place to be puzzled. Seren was a scientist and had money, so why would he choose himself to be his wife? She realizes that she has nothing but beauty, and that a smart man would just play around and not choose to get married. But the housekeeper shook her head, indicating that she was not sure, and Kara did not want to think about it. She wandered around to pass the time, tried on all the clothes and jewelry in the house, and stood in front of the mirror and could not help but dance. As night fell, the butler and the assistant both left the villa as well, and Carla couldn't sleep. She always had a lingering feeling of uneasiness. She decided to find out the truth on her own, and eventually walked over to the only room she wasn't allowed to go into. Seren trusted his wife, and Carla's fingerprints could open the room, and she entered the room to find that it was filled with rows of cryogenic chambers, and as she looked through them one by one, she suddenly found one with a life form. Carla opened the hatch. The cryogenic chamber quickly popped out. Inside, it was actually lying with a woman who looked exactly like herself. Carla was terrified. She panicked and ran back to the room, took out her cell phone and prepared to call the police. But then she realized that there was no signal from her cell phone at all, and she ended up falling asleep on her back on the bed, not knowing what happened.